Hey there, everyone. It's Unstoppable Stiletsy. So, I have an interesting story for you. Apparently, I was looking through moddb the other day at the Asian Dynesties mods just to see if anything new came out, since every now and then you see a release of something. Apparently, there was supposed to be some weird new mod for Napoleonic era that had nuclear bombs and stuff. I tried installing it, and, well, it didn't work. Went through, it even had its own installer, which was really weird. I booted up the NE and it just had the old settings, that I had previously, so that didn't end up happening, but I figured while I am on the subject of NE, why don't I decide to do a showcase of it. It's actually... Does anyone viewing this know what Napoleonic era is? Well, it's actually one of the older mods for Age of Empires 3 TAD, well, the Legacy game. It came out even before War of the Triple Alliance, which was the predecessor to Wars of Liberty, so you see me do a lot of Wars of Liberty videos, right? This is basically even more ancient than that. And it's sort of like the mod that most people like, I guess? Well, I think more people like Wars of Liberty since it's clearly better, but, there's a lot of people that watch my content that think that NE is better, so I figured, you know what? We're gonna try this out. You know what I mean? Well, not try it out, because I actually played this before Wars of Liberty came out. Let's give it a try and see how it is. So, this is NE. I'm going to go over the basics with you, so let's go into skirmish. Basically, for those that never played this before, it's set during the Napoleonic Wars. I could show you some of the new civs from here. So you got your old favorites, like this, and this. Germany knows this. A new politician. Also, you got the Swiss, the Prussians, the Italians, the Austrians, the United States, and the Swedish and the Poles. Yeah. So they had a lot of participants of the Napoleonic Wars, as well as some other ones, like the US. Note that Prussia has Frederick the Great now, and Germany was split off from that civ, so you'll notice a bit of tweaking of rosters between the two. Prussia has Uhlans, but Germany no longer has Uhlans, they just use Hussars. And therefore their free units with the card bows now delivers them Doppelsoldiers instead. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting stuff. And also, let me point this out to you. There are also two other civs that you won't be able to create home saves with that you can also use. If you go to manage home cities, you will find these little tools here. So you actually get a Persia home city. Yeah, Persia was actually meant to be a civ in Napoleonic era, and then basically during the development of that, the developer in Napoleonic era basically decided, you know what, I'm gonna create Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, which is basically Napoleonic era, but you pay money to play it. Pay to play. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of similarities between D3 and Napoleonic era, since the same developer that did both worked on it, basically. So you'll notice a lot of the same features for certain civs and certain natives in D compared to their civs here. And the other one is the Inca. Yeah, the Inca is kind of an interesting one. They were never really meant to be fully developed for this mod, but I guess it was a little side project one of the original developers had for NE, so they figured, you know what, it's complete enough to have it in the game, so let's just let people use this as a bonus civ. They work pretty much like the Aztecs in most aspects, but they do get their own unique roster, they do get a couple of other neat little perks, so that's certainly good. I was figuring too, let's play a game with one of the civs I like, you know what I mean? Because this is sort of the first mod I ever played in Tad, so I figured why not pick one of my favorite civs. And I'm just gonna use like the deck that I already have for this. I played any about probably like 2 years ago or something, like a long time ago. So probably again a bit of a lack of memory in how you're supposed to actually do this, but we'll do it for fun, you know. I'm not going to be going over any particular civ in general. I just going to do a quick match for you and talk about the basics so you can sort of understand how any works. In case you want to get it, its installer is very easy to use, but it's very annoying to uninstall. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Alright, so I'm probably going to go with, what's my favorite one? I like the Prussians. The Prussians can be pretty interesting. Does my deck look decent? Yeah, it looks decent. Notice all the nice new cards in there. Yeah. You know what I should probably do? I should probably just make like a normal deck because I'm probably gonna die with that late game sort of FFA deck I made for him. So yeah, let's add some stuff. You know, add some stuff on the fly. Now I don't know what I'm gonna put in it. It's been a while since I played the Prussians before, so yeah, I'm just gonna pick a bunch of stuff that makes sense and go along with it. At this rate, yeah, I picked these up. I'm also going to add, what else do we got here? Yeah, this has always been a good card. I've gotten that before. Yeah, this is a pretty good one too. Yeah, this is a good one too. I remember getting a lot of value from these in the past. Yep, Junkers. I've sometimes used that in the past to get some free deaf head hussars. I guess Colbertism is alright. How about these? Jaegers, maybe. Black Rider. Yeah, they're pretty decent. I think we're good now. I'm just going to make a quick deck in front of you and just remember how you're supposed to do that for like a 1v1. So yeah, I mean the Landwards, these guys are pretty good. Not to be confused with the ones in War's Liberty. These guys are basically your villagers. And they use this nifty little wooden stick here that you see them with, and they're really good at bashing units in melee. So they're pretty good at fighting. Wood. Coin. I mean, at this rate, I'm probably going to get, oh, these, I like these, the Teutonic Knights. Yeah, apparently there are Teutonic Knights in the Napoleonic era of warfare. I knew at one point the developer wanted to remove these, and I was like, you know, keep them in there. They're a pretty fun unit to use, and who cares? It's not a historical simulator, so I'd rather you keep the cool stuff like this in there since they're pretty creative. Ulons, do we want these? Yeah, probably you want these. Probably we want these. I mean, this looks pretty decent. What about this? Guard Dragoons. Sounds alright. Sounds pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, I probably don't need these. This is usually good to have. Get this. This is... Yep, this is a good upgrade. Yep, get this. I mean, get some sort of eco upgrades, at least. Jaeger, Black Riders. Yeah, Black Riders would be good because this civ doesn't get any sort of range. Light Cavalry, they get the Death's Head Hussar, which is a melee form of Light Cavalry, similar to the old Scots Grey of War's Liberty. Combat cards, Yeah, we could definitely use these, I think. The Bizarros, what else? Yeah, we could get this. We could also get this. Yep, very good, very good. I think this should we should be able to handle this. I hope. You know, yeah, it's been like 2 years since I played this before, so it's gonna be an interesting experience. Yeah, apparently you have to go into custom maps to play all the unique maps for it. And apparently, the 100 Days mod, which you've seen me do, was built off of this one. So you technically have access to these maps there, but they always crash in multiplayer for some reason. If we do it against a bot, maybe, yeah, it'll work. But don't try it against humans, it'll OOS there. For NE, though, these maps will work fine in multiplayer. What's a good map that I like for this? I kind of want to go with the, trying to think of the one. Mesopotamia is usually pretty good. Yeah, I like this one. This one's pretty nice. AI difficulty, want to be an expert, so I can die a very painful death, probably. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we got Hiawatha, so the Iroquois. Nice. A vanilla bot.
I cast to you words of anger and
Cast
resentment.
you words of anger
there
and
shall be no
resentment.
peace between us.
There shall now be no peace between us. Well, I wouldn't have liked it if there was peace anyways, so thank you for giving me a nice war.
Bereit. Ja. Verstanden. Ja. Verstanden. Ja. Aufgabe? Wird gemacht. Verstanden. Wird gemacht. Ja. Richtig. Verstanden.
Yeah, let's get some hunts up here. That would be really good.
Bereit.
Really, really good. Yep.
Ja. Jäger.
There we go.
Jäger. Hallo? Ja.
Oh yeah, for those that aren't aware, this actually is using a custom balance patch that somebody released for NE about, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years ago. So you actually get access to a lumber mill, which is like a plantation that you can gather wood from, pretty much. So yeah, there's stuff in this special balance patch that I'm using that has stuff that the original NE mod does not have. Unfortunately, I forget where you get this balance patch, but I think actually Ecuador OP knows where to find this, so if you have him on the Discord for Wars of Liberty, I would go to him to try to find where to get this. I used to have it on my history, but it got lost. It's a pretty nice balance patch since it adds a couple of nice features and also fixes a couple of things like the French. One of the French shipment issues with their grognards and chausseurs, so yeah, check it out. I'll try to see if I can ask Ecuador where to get it at some point, so maybe we could do some matches in this at some point, but multiplayer. It's been a while since I've done a multiplayer match in NE before. Certainly not as entertaining as WoW, but it's a different experience for sure. Closer to the vanilla experience and definitely almost the same as DE3. What now? 1v1. I will probably get the landwares. We need some extra eco here. For sure. Reason I picked this map is they have some pretty neat natives on it. Not the Sufis, there's another neat one on here you can get, which is pretty powerful. I mean, I'll be honest, you're actually better off getting the military wagon as your politician for the Prussians. Reason being, certain buildings, especially the military ones, will actually give you free units when they're built. So don't think just because it's a wagon to build like a barracks or stable that it's just an ordinary building. Well, it is almost like an ordinary building, but they produce free units when they're built up to give them a bit of extra power, if you will. Well, not power to the building, but rather to the investment in building those military buildings. And as a result, things like the barracks, stable, and so forth have a build limit to prevent you from abusing it and going over your pop. Yeah, the devs were definitely worried about that happening. Just wait for this age up to finish.
Ja, verstanden. Ja, richtig. Verstanden. Richtig. Verstanden. Richtig. Ja, verstanden. Richtig. Ja.
Get this treasure over here, get a tiger. Yep, what am I gonna make? What am I gonna make? Let's make, will this affect, yeah, it does it. Basically, this will let you make additional military buildings, because you see the build limit right now is only about 3, to prevent you from abusing the free units ability you get from building it. But this card over here, General War Communist, right, will basically let you build additional ones. It will also make them cheaper to build, so you can inevitably get some additional free units from it. Pretty nifty. It's one I always used to use when I was younger against the bot. And this was many years ago too. I think I played NE the first time, I think it was like 2014, 2015, so a very long time ago, when I was first discovering these cards. And back then I think I was doing it on Apple, so yeah, apparently Napoleonic era is one of the only mods which has a port for the Mac version of AoE 3, which is kind of interesting actually. If you're for some reason on a Mac computer and you have a copy of AoE 3, feel free to install this mod to it. It has its own special installer for it, and you can enjoy it there. I'm just gonna build 2 of these. How about this? How's this cost? Yeah, I guess that's alright. I'll just put these on wood, get us a house. Yeah, see here you get about 2 free shots with each military building that you build. It's quite powerful, so definitely consider getting it. How are we doing on resources? We need coin at this point. Also, we actually need to finish this too, so let's focus on all wood tasks. They can actually start wood since they're not really doing anything useful right now. How about, yeah, I'll get this. Ulan officers, followed by the Schuts officers. This will basically give you free Ulans and Schuts respectively with your cards, making you feel more like the Germany Civ that you're used to. Because the old Germany would still exist here, just with different roster sort and a couple of other differences. Retain their free unit with card bonus. Instead of Ulans though, since the Ulans are over here, they basically just get free Doppelsolners. Which, you know, obviously a lot less rain potential, but in terms of value it's probably better since Doppelsolners are a pretty pricey unit. Yeah, note that you actually get a free Teutonic Knight by building an outpost. So if you want to build additional towers, defend your area, you're going to get free Teutonic Knights from that. And just so you're aware, the Teutonic Knight is literally what you would expect it to be in AoE 2. It's super clunky and slow, but if it gets into a melee with something, it does a lot of damage. Like a whole lot of damage. More damage than you can even count for. And I guess these could sort of be considered close to Kanzu Braves in a sense, for like the trying to use in Wars of Liberty. Has a bit of a skirmish or attack at range, and then it has the anti-cav and melee. So pretty similar to those units.
Verstanden. Ja. Verstanden. Holzfäller.
We're gonna probably want some more food.
Jäger.
Definitely some more food.
Wird gemacht. Zimmermann.
I'll make more of these Teutonics, I think. Casey goes with a lot of Kanya Horsemen. Teutonic Knights, once they do get into melee with something like the Kanya Horsemen, will probably obliterate them instantly.
Bereit. Verstanden.
Yeah, let's get some stables up too. Why not? I'll get this next.
Aufgabe. Zimmermann.
So that way our cards have a lot of value going forward. Surprised I didn't put a lot of unit shipments in here. Probably because I feel skilled enough to not need too many of them in this situation. Oh yeah, you can actually get berry pickers. So basically, this is the only place where you get a market tech that actually helps you with berries.
Ja.
The other one being Wars of Liberty, where the 2P can get technologies to benefit their berry gathering.
Bereit.
Actually, Maori in Wars of Liberty can also get a berry upgrade too. Called like Woven Basket, I think it's called, from their market. So it's pretty rare to see civs in AoE 3 that actually get any sort of technologies that acknowledge berry bushes. This is like one of the only situations here. And everyone, I think, in NE gets access to that berry picking technology as well, so look out for that if you get it, so you can actually get more value from doing berry picking.
Aufgabe. Ja. Richtig. Zimmermann. Bereit. Verstanden.
I'll just put up another stable.
Hallo? Sammler.
How's our build limit doing in bills? Not super duper good, but not super duper bad either. I think if we just had a lot of shuts, then we're probably going to be alright. Combined with the Teutonic Knights.
Ja, richtig.
Get that killed.
Aufgabe. Richtig.
Oh yeah, get this defeated. How about mining, hunting?
Ja.
Great.
Auftrag wird erledigt. Ja. Bereit.
Free Ulans from the stables when they're built.
Bereit. Verstanden.
How about next? We can get the coin here, because boy, would it be good to go to Fortress Age. Yeah, definitely. I want to stay ahead of this bot, since I don't think that the bots in NE are as hard as the ones in Wars of Liberty. They do use the Draugr script though, so they're definitely better than the standard game AIs. They do know how to build a good variety of units, but not as advanced as the Wars of Liberty bots that have special code in them to make them be extra efficient.
Aufgabe. Hallo? Zimmermann. Ja, wird gemacht.
Bereit.
Boy, does it feel good to get free shuts and nuance with each card.
Auftrag.
Pretty insane if you ask me,
Verstanden.
because it's basically giving you a way to counter heavy infantry, giving you a way to counter cavalry, and a way to,
Ja. Wird
with the
erledigt.
Ulans, you can basically deal with skirmishers and artillery, so you technically get a weapon to deal with every potential unit class possible by adding these two cards early on, if you can get their numbers up.
Aufgabe.
I mean, at
Ja,
this rate, I'm just going to go to mining. Probably need a little extra coin anyways at this point. What next? Oh Oh yeah, the warrior philosopher. That sounds pretty good. Let's get that. That'll actually give us all our veteran upgrades for our mill units. So our Ulans, our Schuts, and our Teutonic Knights, they're all going to get their veteran upgrades for free. Which is really, really good, actually. Like, that's actually some pretty insane value, since it's going to be about like 600 wood and 600 coin worth. Just buying my time, I don't really need to push out immediately and get slaughtered.
Bereit. Jäger. Aufgabe verstanden. Zimmermann.
Auftrag? Jawohl.
Hallo? Ja, Holzfäller.
Almost there. Almost there. Good. Yep, good. I'm going to get an artillery foundry, since this is going to be the first one we're able to build finally within the fortress age. Oh yeah, by the way, revolts. Nothing too special about them here. They're basically just the same as the Asian Dynasties revolts. So don't think you're getting something super duper special in the revolt department in this mod. I'm gonna get a tropic upgrade though. We definitely need some wood.
Aufgabe? Hallo? Ja, Holzfäller.
Huh. Well, let's go industrial. Why not?
Ja,
Definitely use
richtig.
some factories or something.
Zimmermann.
And I could show the cool little thing here called the university when we get up there as well.
Hallo, Holzfäller. Aufgabe?
Yeah, let's get these hunts down here. It's much preferable to get meat than berries, typically.
Ja, wird gemacht.
Because it just gathers better often with between the steel traps and the hunting dogs. Add to it. I'm also going to get a trading post here, because why not? It's in our neck of the woods, so let's grab it. Nice little freebie. Wait a minute, does he,
Ja. Ja,
Huh. So the landlords can actually build that, is that right?
Holzfäller.
So we're going to have to use the Explorer to do that.
Richtig.
Aufgabe?
Horse artillery, now that sounds like a deal I could go with, yeah. About 2 of those. Those things are really, really good against infantry. Like, even better than I think, like, the foot artillery are against infantry, just like solid just infantry. Those are the best things to get. For the Europeans in any AoE 3 game. Because you remember the last time you saw me in the forest, nothing. In D3, horse artillery was a big threat that got me annihilated early on. Protected by halberds with mortars in the back. So definitely be careful of horse artillery. They can completely decimate your army.
Auftrag? Jawohl.
Yep, these are the line curls. They're basically just grenadiers with a bit of an exception. So they actually get a multiplier about 2x against heavy infantry. This is actually quite similar to the grenadiers in early WOTA and Wars of Liberty. Back in the old days, grenadiers used to have multipliers against infantry units. Initially it was a heavy infantry multiplier, then after a while they made it into a full anti-infantry multiplier, and then obviously in patch 15F, grenadiers still had that multiplier until the unit was reworked in Wars of Liberty. What am I gonna get now? The barracks, maybe. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Ja. Ja. Zimmermann.
Bereit. Verstanden. Ja.
Yeah, let's look for some trading posts up and down the route. Let's get this Livonian order. This is basically like Yeoman for the Longbowmen. It unlocks your Guard and Imperial upgrade. It will also improve the speed of the unit. So Teutonic Knights won't be so cumbersome to move around and clunky. You know, they'll be able to run a little bit faster. So honestly, one of my more favorite units in Napoleonic era is the Teutonic Knight, because it works almost as good as it does in you know, AoE 2.
Wird erledigt. Jawohl. Verstanden. Wird erledigt. Jawohl. Verstanden. Jawohl.
At this point, I'm just trying to acquire, like, military, you know, because I know those bosses can be pretty insane, so you really have to go in with very large armies when you're fighting them. Whether it's DE, or NE, or Wool, doesn't matter too much. Typically, they got some sort of good bot in those places that can really hurt your back if you don't attack them quickly and fiercely.
Ja. Bereit. Verstanden. Jawohl. Verstanden.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna push in south here.
Wird gemacht.
Got my landwares working on the hunts right now. See if this works.
Ja. Jawohl.
Gonna try actually pushing now, I think, since I got some, well, not the best numbers, but decent numbers.
Verstanden. Zimmermann. Aufgabe.
I will put this university right here.
Hallo. Zimmermann.
It looks sort of the same as the ossuary within the campaign for the Soaker of Losis, but let me tell you, this thing does a lot more things than your weird monument in the campaign would do. Actually, some of the technologies at this building are pretty game-changing once they're unlocked or researched or traded off. And for those that are not aware yet, basically the university will have a lot of trade-off technologies at them. They'll also let you train special units that your civ has access to, like Italian Brasigliaries. Well, actually, what's kind of interesting is you might think of them as like the Brasigliaries from Wars of Liberty, but believe it or not, NE was, I think, the original mod to use the icon that the Brasigliere in Wars of Liberty uses, but instead of it being a dragoon, like a maneuver style light cav, the Brasigliere icon in NE is actually a sniper, like a sharpshooter. Not too different from the Confederate ones. Yeah, definitely. Definitely a lot different. So yeah, let me just, you know what? Let's do this for fun. Having a bit of fun right now. Let's see how good the old school revolts really are. I am gonna do a revolt right now into yeah. Yeah, let's get this. Like Boulevard, don't we? Yeah, we do. Oh, cool. Yeah, we get some Gatling guns. We get some units. Wonderful. Yeah, we turned into Peru. That's the Wars of Liberty Peru flag. Really nice. I think we should be good to go, honestly. If you need anything else, I think we're... Oh yeah! This too, this is pretty cool. You actually get additional unit options for the revolt. Which is kind of neat. And here's that lovely Brasigliere icon that you see in Wars of Liberty. Now being the sharpshooter, so it's a sniper. Shoots things at really long range.
Verstanden.
I will probably try this out. The Chevalogers I know have really good stats in NE. They're actually one of the potential units that some civs can get from this university. Yeah, let's try doing a quick push right now and seeing how well we do. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, we don't. I could certainly go into individual previews for each civ if you want for any. You're just gonna have to let me know based on what you see today. Me's just sort of building stuff up in a match. Whether you want to see this type of mod covered a lot, like I have with the other ones. You know, I know it's not as glamorous as Wars of Liberty, and it never was, but yeah, it's certainly good, and you can definitely see where a lot of the nice Wars of Liberty and as well as Definitive Edition ideas initially came from. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out if you're looking for something very basic. I think we're going in the right direction, right? Yeah, I think so. See if we're gonna go two ways. We're either gonna obliterate him with the Teutonic Knights, or it's gonna go really, really sour, really fast. That's why I think it's gonna go. Oh, here's our cavalry ready to go. Hot and ready.
Auftrag? Jawohl. Verstanden. Jawohl. Verstanden. Jawohl. Verstanden. Jawohl. Verstanden. Jawohl. Verstanden.
Just doing a bit of scouting work here to try to find the enemy base. Yep, we found it. Here it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, lots of cavalry though, yeah. I'm just gonna target these down here. Yeah, we did take down one TC, that's cool. Very cool. Then we're gonna use our artillery to clean up the infantry a bit if possible. Also, I'm going to ship in some more of these cav units. I mean, we're getting some decent casualties here, like on the enemy side, just by using these cannons supported by the remaining infantry. Yep, here's the Chevalogers for those that don't know how their stats are. So yeah, they look at this range attack, it's insane. 256. Very, very powerful. Yeah, and also some civs from the university can actually make some sort of I think that they are basically trying to think now. Oh yeah, the swashbucklers. Yeah, they're basically a swordsman that you can get that has like critical strikes. Not actually too different from the old Musketeer de Roy that was in Wars of Liberty for the French-Canadian faction before the troopers Marine were added to it. Yeah, definitely. I think we're about dead right now, but that's alright. I'm just going to try to show you how the swashbuckler looks real quick in combat. So, here he is. He basically just does a lot of sword work. Quite a powerful unit, to say the least. Yeah, there we go. Napoleonic era, folks. Hope you enjoyed this little gameplay. If you want to see me do some more of them and go for the individual civs in like a tutorial format, I can definitely do that for you. In case you want to give it installed and get it going. And if I can find out from Ecuador OP what that balance patch is that actually got applied to this a long time ago, I will. So maybe everyone can see if the balance patch really did do a lot of good for this mod. It's very, very old and decrepit. Well, not decrepit, but old. It's definitely one of the more stable mods and has one of the easier installation possibilities, similar to Wars of Liberty, because NE actually has an installer for it. But anyways, see you next time. Sign off now.